I'm Kanae, and today I'm with
Pavel. Oh, I already have a mic on me.
Oh my god! Tell me about you, and tell me about the photography that you do.
My name is Pavel. I'm a photographer, videographer, slash, I guess, filmmaker. I don't know. I'm just taking up a bunch of these titles that I don't even know anymore. Did I mention my age? Y'all don't need to know that because I like lying about my age, so I need to keep that a secret. Hush hush. I've been doing photography for quite a while, but I only started taking it seriously about 2022, so like 2 years ago-ish. Damn. I started mostly doing street stuff because I was too scared to talk to people, so that's how that started. And then I started taking pictures of my friends, going to events, taking event photos there. And that's kind of how I got into like event photography, and then started getting more into like portrait stuff with people requesting like portrait shoots. I say now mainly I'm doing like event stuff and portrait stuff. I'm not doing as much street anymore, which is kind of sad, so I'm trying to get back into that. But my goal for now is to get into like fashion stuff.
Ooh.
So that's the next step.
Yes, honestly, me too. But
I also do videos.
me too.
I love experimenting with color grading and editing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so for what you've done so far with photography and videography, which do you prefer? Which do you enjoy doing more, and why?
I think I'll always prefer photography. One, because it doesn't take as long.
Don't say that!
But my favorite part about videography is the color grading. That is honestly the best part. And doing like fancy effects and stuff. All the effects take time. It's just videography just takes more time in general. But there's just more of a dopamine hit with photography. Ooh. Just because I can...
It's like faster, and like you see the results right away.
It's just much less, like I feel less tired when I do like photography stuff than when I do videography stuff.
Okay, moving on to gear question.
Uh-oh.
What camera do you have?
Alright, so my main man, my baby girl, my child, my GFX 50R. Currently, I have a 55 f1.7 on it. This thing's really expensive. This shit's huge.
What do you like about it?
The camera or the lens?
Oh, both. Tell me.
The camera? Well, one, the sensor's huge. If y'all can see that. Medium format. God. Fuck all y'all full frame people. That's right. What? I'm better than all of you.
What is wrong with you?
I am better than all of you. Kidding. Just kidding, guys. JK. The sensor's huge, so it's pretty good in low light. The only reason I bought this was because in camera they have a cropping mode for 6:7, and they have a cropping mode for 65:24, which is like the expand aspect ratio. And I really wanted that. I could have done it on any other camera. Like I was doing it on the camera I had before this, but I had to do it in post. It's much nicer having it on the actual camera because you can like actually see it. Like, look at it. It's so cool. Holy moly. It's like a movie. But I haven't really police?
Are we going?
The camera's old. It feels like a film camera. I'm like semi-obsessed with like film photography, but I'm annoyed by the actual process of film photography. So I just do anything that like looks like film. And you can tell that by my account. Everything I do just
You shoot on Fuji,
like
right?
film. Yeah, it's Fujifilm. My other camera, the Sony A6700.
Wait, what? You shoot on Sony?
For video. I use it for video. That one is much more of just like a professional camera. This one is more of a toy. It has its problems. It's old, and they didn't perfect the medium format sensor back then. Perfected it today. So the autofocus is slow. The autofocus is slow.
Compared to the Sony camera you have, is that like all you have? Do you have any other cameras?
Nope, just those.
Okay, which one do you like more? And what?
This one. If I had a choice, most of my pro stuff is shot on this. Yes. Unless it's video, because this can't shoot video. If all video is shot on the Sony. Most photos are shot on this. Unless I'm in a situation where it's just more convenient to use the Sony, I'll use the Sony. Like some events, it's just more convenient that I use the Sony just because it's faster.
Fair.
But if I have the choice, I'll use the GFX. Yeah.
Would you ever fully switch to Sony?
No. Look, my beef with Sony is that their cameras are boring to use.
What?
Because, okay, look,
You're telling me.
Sony makes great cameras. Sony makes great cameras, but they're too perfect.
Ooh.
This thing has issues. This thing has issues, but I like it because of those issues. Like, it's not perfect, you know, some buttons don't work. I remember the first 6 months of me using this, I only used a manual focus lens. I became a manual focus god because of it, let's be honest. Like,
see, like, I feel like when you have a shitty camera, in a way, like, it forces you to get better at taking pictures because
Exactly.
you're working with something that's not as great, so then you kind of like have to get better at it.
you have to develop.
I don't have that issue right now because
Yeah.
my camera is so good.
There's so many features on the Sony. Even on mine, there's like some features that it's just like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know, and like, I'll never use this. Like, thanks, but
Okay.
thanks, but you know. But the only thing I hate about Fuji is that your only choice is cropped sensor or medium format. If they made a full frame, I don't know if I'd sell this for it, but I'm definitely selling the Sony for it. Guys, I like Sony, but
He's kind of
their
hating on
cameras are
Sony
just-
right now.
no,
Okay,
it's
so
just too pro.
if you were to get an upgrade, like whether it's a body, lens, or anything else, what would you get?
One, I would buy this lens and not return it. Two,
What?
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm returning this because it's too expensive.
How long have you had the lens for?
Almost a month, so I need to
Dude, I
return
thought
it
you had
somewhat
this for like
soon.
forever.
Oh, I just keep
okay.
reordering it. So like,
Well,
I
yeah.
order it, return it, and order it again.
Guys, are you hearing this? Shame.
No, guys, look, when you're poor, you have to like find workarounds for stuff, you know. But yeah, I just get this lens because I love this lens. The camera, they came out with a GFX 100S2. First, there's the GFX 100 which is $10,000. Hello? Why? Then there's the
Welcome to
GFX.
camera world.
Yeah. Then there's the GFX 100S2, which is a semi more reasonable $6,500. Still pretty, still a pretty, you know, it's pretty up there. But if I had to upgrade, I'd definitely upgrade to that. But if I had to upgrade, I would get a Hasselblad
Oh my god.
907X because I went to Vistec, I used it, and I
You were in
didn't
love.
want to let go of it. It looks like their old film cameras.
But it's not film?
It's not. But you can put the digital back on their film cameras. It's just cool. I just really like the way it looks. And it's Hasselblad.
This is it. Alright.